Hello and greetings from Thailand. I am now on vacation in Chiang Dao. Right now, this is the northern part of Thailand. It's about 1 hour north of Chiang Mai. This is actually my hometown. This is not where I was born. I was born in Chiang Mai, but I grew up my first years in Chiang Dao here. Yes, and we are on vacation here. We're gonna stay here until 24th of January. But I'm gonna do a little news update because I'm kind of bored. And I see there are many questions that people keep asking me. So why don't I just make a video about it? Anyway, it is a bit noisy here. So I have prepared a little recording studio, which is a Honda Civic. Yes. It's a fossil car, but that's the best option for now. So let me just enter here. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, anyway, let me see. I'm just gonna mount it here. And as I mentioned, I am on vacation with wifey, and yeah, we're staying here almost a month. That's very far. I mean, that's very long, but yeah, we still need some rest, you know, from Norwegian harsh weather and nimble tasks. Alright, let's see. Is that good? Oh, it's not good. Okay. And you see, another problem is that I don't have a proper fast computer right now. I have to buy it eventually, but for now, this will work. Yeah, so the problem is the laptop I have, this one, it's an IBM. It's actually an IBM, not a ThinkPad, from 2001 or something. It's like a 1.8 gigahertz dual core, so it's not gonna cut it for HD editing. So that's why I prepared a little slide. Yeah, let me see here. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, this is gonna be a nice little presentation for me. So first I will talk a little bit about the moving process I had, wifey and I, when we moved from Oslo to Bodø. And you see, we've been kind of busy lately. You haven't seen too many videos from us because moving takes a lot of time. So let me see. That's one of the things I'm going to talk about. And then what people have been asking me is the Model X status. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that. And then about the referral program. Yeah, it's about to end. It is the 31st of December 2015 now. This is the last day of the current referral program period. Alright, and then, as you probably heard recently, the Millennium Falcon just hit 200,000 kilometers, which is 125,000 miles. That's pretty far. It's not the furthest any Tesla Model S has done. I think some cars have reached like 250,000 something now, so that's crazy, that's insane, yeah. But I'm going to talk a little bit about that because lots of people are asking me questions about what is the service and what problems did you have and all that. So I will talk a little bit about that too. And then finally, what's going to happen with the Millennium Falcon once I get the X-Wing, or you know, the Model X. Yeah, so that will be another point there. Alright, so hang on. Okay, I think you can see it now. Yeah, so the moving process, I call it Bjørning. It's actually it's inspired by a movie called Bjørning, a Norwegian movie where some people raced from Oslo to North Cape. Now Bjørning is not that far. We didn't go to North Cape. We went to Bodø, which is like half the way there, but it's still, and it's not a race, it was more like a mission to move lots of stuff. So it was a great success. We had how many cars was it? Almost like 7, 6, 7. We had like 9 cars participating in this event, and it was awesome. We managed to move a lot of items from Oslo to Bodø in Model S. So basically there were 6 Model S from Oslo or around there to Trondheim, and then there were 4 Model S from Trondheim to Oslo. I mean, sorry, from Trondheim to Bodø. Yeah. So that was pretty awesome. Really cool event. And the first part of the Bjørning movie is already out. Second part will be out once I get back to Norway and can edit it completely. Alright. And as I mentioned earlier, I've been very busy before Christmas with moving, because we did the biggest move there, but there was still lots to do back in Oslo, and we are going to sell the apartment. So there were like stuff to do, and we actually had to go back and forth between between Bodø and Oslo lately. Like, actually, yeah, every weekend we drove like 2,500 kilometers, or actually sometimes we also took a trip to Bergen to do some timber tasks and to deliver some items. And yeah, that was crazy. You see here, this is actually from the northern parts, not too far from the Arctic Circle, around Krokstadelva in what's it called? Krokstrand, I think. Yeah, a little bit south of Saltfjellet. So lots of winter. I have actually experienced the proper winter, Norwegian winter. So you see here, this is kind of funny. After driving through snow, this is a picture when we arrived in Bodø in one of those weekend trips. You can see that there's like a natural buildup of snow in the tail, and because there is no hot exhaust, it builds up and it just stays like this. And people say that this is like the perfect shape for an aerodynamic end, where maybe this end actually means that the drag is improved. You know, the drag coefficient on the Model S is improved. So actually I want to do a test one day when, well, I have to build up a new one because it's gone now, but where I can drive, let's say 100 kilometers, let's say 50 kilometers. Nah, that's too far. We can do it like 10 kilometers maybe in one direction with this tail, and then turn back, so we get compensation for wind and elevation. And then I will just remove the snow and then do another test right away and see if we actually get higher consumption without the tail. That would be kind of funny. Alright, anyway, let me see. I made some notes here. I should actually look at them. Alright, so anyway, the Model X. What you've been dying to know about the Model X. So when do I, like, the most common question I get is, when do I get the Model X? Alright, so the situation right now is that we are still waiting for the configurator in Europe to be open. So I don't know what is going on there, but they are working on something, and it takes some time to get, you know, the whole car like approved, I guess. So that's where it stands right now. I'm still waiting for the configurator to open. I mean, I've seen that the configurator in America open already for signature. So there's not much I can do. I can just wait. Tesla, they said like a month ago, or was it 2 months ago, that in 2 weeks, you know, I can configure the Model X, but it's delayed. But I can wait. Yeah, I'm on a vacation anyway, so it's not gonna, like, what if the car arrives now? You know, I can't receive it anyway. So yes, and then next topic is about the referral program. Because as you know, there is a second referral program up, and this is the last day of the referral program, and I'm leading quite a bit with 51 orders in Europe. I mean the other regions, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about them. This is what matters for me, for most of you guys watching, that I have a hefty lead, and it's not going to happen that second place or third place will pass me in one day. So by now it's kind of safe to say that, well, actually, yeah, well, it's kind of safe to say that I probably won the second round of the referral program also. And what does that mean? It means that I will probably receive a Tesla Model S P90D ludicrous with all the cherry on top. That's crazy. Yeah, but you see, that is only if all the 51, or actually it doesn't have to be all the 51, but I think they have to wait for all the orders to be received. So let's say this one, if let's say 30 people cancel, I will be down to 20 something, and then actually the second or the third place might have a chance. So we actually have to wait for everyone to receive their cars or cancel them. So that could take months, probably after Easter 2016 or something. But you know, most likely this is, I mean, I will probably win it, but we don't know for sure yet. So yeah, but that's pretty cool. And you know, many people confuse this with this, let's call it the second prize for the previous round, which was you can get also the same car, you know, like Model S P90D ludicrous, but you have to exchange your old car. But this price, you actually get a brand new one, and you don't have to exchange the old car for this one. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, another question I also get is what you're gonna do with the car. Well, you know, the Model X is pretty different from, I mean, well, it's very different from Model S in many ways, because you have those wings. It's like a new design, you know, space-wise, seat-wise, and also, you know, the massive panorama, huge front windshield and all that, and you know, the biodefense weapon, all that stuff. So I mean, I could probably choose to keep the Model S, the new one, the ludicrous, or I could choose the Model the Model X. And oh yeah, another very important thing is the Model X get the tow bar that the Model S doesn't get yet. So in this situation, I mean, if I didn't win the Model X, then of course I would gladly take the Model S. But since I already will get the Model X, I will, you know, review it and use it as the primary car. And the Model S, well, it's kind of sad to just sell a price, but that's probably what I'm going to do, because it's too expensive to keep it. We can't, you know, maintain two top-end cars. The depreciation will be way too high, so we will just sell the Model S. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but that's how it is. I might do a review, maybe do a road trip or something with it, do some tests. Yeah, I want to do lots of tests with it. So, but then again, like I mentioned just now, the problem is that we have to wait for all these 51 orders to be delivered or cancelled, and then, yeah, that can take time. So most likely I get the Model X before I get the Model S. So anyway, since we are now close to New Year, what's gonna happen next year? Will it be another referral program? I think so, because based on previous round, first I thought that, okay, this is the first referral program, and then cool, now it's finally over. I can, you know, lower my shoulders. And then what happened? New round. So this is actually just a prediction. Don't take my word on this. This is like my prediction of what's going to happen in 2016. I think, I mean, I'm guessing there will be a new round. And what about the prices? First prize, I guess, will be a Model 3. Fully loaded Model 3. We don't know what specs going to be, but like, you know, P90, I mean, not 90, P60 something, D whatever, ludicrous, probably. Yeah. And why would they, you know, use this as a price? Why don't they just go with another Tesla Model S or Model X? Well, no, that's kind of like repeating. They could probably, you know, give away a Model S 70D or something, but you know, that's not cool to give like a lower end of the model. So yeah, I'm guessing Model 3 would be it. But then again, then people have to wait a long time for the Model 3. They might have to wait until 2017, 18. We don't know yet when the Model 3 will be out. Hopefully it won't be as delayed as the Model X, because it's not that complicated with the door and all that stuff. So we'll see. And also, like the other rounds, there will probably be prices where you can go to the Model 3 event, and then you also have the Gigafactory event, and of course the Powerwall. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I forgot to mention that I won a Powerwall on the previous round, and also won a Powerwall on this round. So I will actually have to have 2 Powerwalls, and these Powerwalls, they are 7 kilowatt-hour Powerwalls. They can output 2 kilowatt each. So I wonder if they are mounted in parallel, if they can actually deliver 4 kilowatt. Yeah, that's probably how it is. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet what to do with them. So, and of course, as usual, there will be a discount. I'm guessing that the discount will be the same as the previous round, 10,000 kroner or $1,000 or euros. And what about credits? I'm guessing there will be no credits as this previous round, because well, I'm not sure why, but because the credits, they are like very complicated tax wise. You actually have to pay tax for the credits and all that. So I think to make it less complicated, they will still not give you any credit, even though my personal opinion is that they should have some credit. I've been talking about this before, that you should have, like, I don't know, maybe 1/10 of the discount price or something, $100, €100 as credit. Because the problem with today's referral program is that once there is this bastard leading the ranking, and once you already completed the 10 or 5 or whatever, you get ticket to event, then there is actually no motivation to keep going, to keep recruiting other cars. I mean, of course, you want to recruit people to buy Tesla, but other than that, some of the incentive is gone. So I personally think there should be some kind of bonus, yeah. But again, that would probably be, tax hassle, yeah. So I'm guessing this setup, we'll see what's gonna happen. I'm also curious what's gonna happen in a couple of days. There will probably be a couple of days where the referral stuff is gone down, and then I'm guessing maybe like a week or 2 into January 2016, something will happen. We'll see. All right. So then we're gonna talk a little about the Millennium Falcon. So like I mentioned, it just hit 200,000 kilometers, and because I did some crazy trips up and down lately, it actually passed 208,000 kilometers already. Yeah, that's crazy. But people have been asking me, what about the battery degradation? I have a separate video where I measure that. And for you guys who don't know about it, there was a power switch failure about a year ago that caused freaking insects in here. Okay, anyway, but there was a power switch problem, so I had to get a new battery pack. I mean, Tesla, they could have repaired it and I would have gotten it back, but I don't know why, but they just replaced the battery. So I got a brand spanking new battery pack at 86,000 kilometers, and around 100, when the car did 190,000 kilometers, I did a measurement, so that was at 100,000 kilometers, and I measured a 4% degradation, and that's well, you don't take my word on it, because measuring degradation is freaking hard because there are so many factors that plays in when you measure it. So I mean, it could be 5% or it could be 3%, so, but this is like rough numbers that okay, you drive it a lot, after 1 year, crazy amount of probably more kilometers that most people would do, and I get 4%. It's pretty good. And what will that mean? Well, it will mean that if you can charge to 400 kilometers or 250 miles on a full charge, it will drop to, well, let me see, I have to remember the number. Yeah, so it will drop to like 384,000 or 240 miles, so you get like a small decrease in the maximum range. But you know, in reality it's not like that, because I rarely use the full max, I mean the full charge. Usually I only charge to like 60%, 70%. 60% is about 240 kilometers, and then 70% is 280 kilometers, or in miles. What is that? It's like 100 and 200 miles, 100, maybe like 170 to 200 miles, you know. I think though, yeah, around there. But so in reality you don't feel the degradation, because let's say if oh yeah, I forgot that one, but yeah, actually that's also a good point, that recently I started using the CHAdeMO adapter more, and that also kind of weighs up for the need to charge to 100%. So if you compare this year to the last year, 2013 and 14, I did more range charges back then because we had less supercharger coverage and we didn't have a CHAdeMO adapter. So I mean, back to my point is that in reality, you see, you only charge to 250 kilometers or 155 miles, and then the degradation is, you know, basically is less. So I don't feel the degradation actually. That's kind of funny. It's like barely noticeable, or maybe not even, you know, noticeable. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not worried about degradation actually. All right. And then the next topic is service and cost. Well, that's also something. Actually, these topics that I mentioned right now will be covered in a separate video, because there's lots to talk about, lots of details, so I can't summarize everything in this this video. Yeah, but I should mention a little bit so you guys get a little taste of it. Service and cost. I did service at 100,000 kilometers. I haven't done the 200,000 kilometer yet. So this is not something maybe you should do. You should, yeah, like consider it, because I stretched the service quite far. Most people, they drive like 20,000 kilometers, or how much is that in miles? 12,500 miles per year, and then they will take a service every 20,000. But I drive so much that I don't want to go there every 2 months or every month, so I stretch it a little bit too far. Maybe it's not recommended, but then again, you know, it's not a requirement that you have to service every 20,000. And from what I heard on this service, they they checked the brake fluid. They actually replaced some of the brakes because there was some problem with the earlier brakes, and they replaced it and they put them some brake shields and stuff like that. And this is like common, it's called bulletin on the brakes, so, you know, it's on warranty. And they did replace some wipers. What else did they do? Oh, they did the compressor, the air conditioning servicing. I think they refuel the gas and stuff like that. And they also, well, this is not required, I don't know why they did it, but they replaced the transmission oil. It's a closed circuit in the rear where the reduction gear is, and the interval for that is actually 12 years and 240,000 kilometers. So it wasn't really needed to do that, but well, yeah, they did it. So and I heard from other people who have serviced it every 20,000 kilometers that each of those small services, they did like one thing. Let's say they replaced the brake fluid, or they checked the air conditioning thingy on the other service, and then the next service they checked some of the brakes. So it's like on my big service, they kind of collapse all that into one. So yeah, and the price for each service, actually, if you don't have the service plan, is about 5,000 kroner, or 500 euro or dollars. And this is, I think, yeah, if you have the service plan, you get the brake replacement cover. I think that's not included if you don't have the service plan. So yeah, but I have the service plan. And other than that, there's not really much to replace. I haven't actually paid anything in repairs. So I replace the tires. I drive a lot, so they last about 30 to 60,000 kilometers. In the beginning, I had some problems with the camber and was it going to get toe in, toe out, and that wore down the tires more than it should. And I had, like, you know, wrong wear, like wear on the inside or some stuff like that, and they like wore out after only 10-20,000 kilometers. But that also had to do something with the right foot, because I was very heavy on the right foot once I got the the summer tires on, and people have been wearing them out in like 10,000 kilometers. You know, yeah, let's not forget the P85 has lots of power. So after that, I started moderating my acceleration a little bit, and the tires lasted a lot longer. So if you drive like a maniac, you will actually wear down tires like crazy, and you will spend almost like more money on tires than on the gasoline on a fossil car. Other cost I have is electricity. I have electricity in the garage at home, which I moved from now, but there was like a 7.4 kilowatt charging station there, and I pretty much charged there at home, and then on trips I charged at supercharger, and I also did some public chargers. So I didn't spend too much on electricity, and that breaks down to, see, a whooping like 0.2 krone per kilometer, or about 2 euro cent per kilometer cost. And in miles, that'll be about what's again 3.7 cents in, yeah, the American cent, I guess. So that's pretty inexpensive. I might have forgotten some cost, but that's the rough numbers for it. And if you talk about savings, well, okay, savings for me is like massive because I've been driving the car a lot. But you guys can break down the kilometers and, you know, get an idea of how much you will save. So I estimated that driving a fossil car will cost about 2 kroner per kilometer, and that the saving with the Model S, in my like, for me, is like 400,000 kroner, or, you know, $40,000 or euro, and that's massive. So yeah. But yeah, so you can divide this by, you know, the annual driving for you. If you drive 50,000 kilometers a year, you probably, but this is also another thing. This is in Norway. In your country it might be different, so because you have higher electricity price and all that stuff. And yeah, and also in Norway we have all these freaking insane incentives, like free toll road, free ferries, lower annual fee, and all that stuff. Yeah, good stuff. All right. And what about repairs and faults? Okay, there have been some problems with this car, I have to admit. So the most severe problems is, of course, drive unit problems. I'm actually on my third drive unit. 2 of them have been replaced before. I didn't drive that far that they were, you know, destroyed. The good thing is that Tesla actually replaced them before they broke down, so that's good. On my third one now, there is actually some noise that shouldn't be there, so I'm a little bit worried sometimes that it will break down, because I heard stories about people getting stranded. But the drive unit problem is like a temporary problem, so yeah, hopefully Tesla will find a permanent fix for it. And anyway, drive unit and battery are covered by the 200,000, I mean, not the 200,000, it's covered by the 8-year unlimited kilometer warranty anyway, so I don't worry. And then as I mentioned earlier, the main battery pack was replaced, so that's another one. And I haven't mentioned this in a video because I didn't bring my camera back then, but one time I had a CAN bus problem. There was like error all over the screen about stuff going on, and error this, error that, disable. And they took it to the service center and they fixed it within a couple of hours. So, but that was a bit unfortunate because I couldn't drive the car. But it was fortunate that it happened in Oslo, so I didn't get stranded out in nowhere. And also during the Easter trip, I had a windshield wiper motor problem. I'm not sure what if a motor or something, but it was also fixed under warranty, of course. So, but that's also what I call like a severe problem. Or the other problems are minor faults, I would say, because you can still drive. Everything is, I mean, everything is working just fine. Maybe there's like a little fog in the window or some stuff like that. So, but all this stuff will be covered in a separate video. And as I mentioned, they've been covered by the warranty. Norway, we have like an extended, let's say, call it warranty that goes beyond the 100,000 kilometer warranty. In Norway, we actually have 100,000 kilometer. I think in the other European countries, the warranty only extends to 80,000 kilometers. But in Norway, like the warranty will extend regardless of the kilometer. So if something that shouldn't breaks down after 2 years and 200,000 kilometers, you still get it covered. So in Norwegian we have warranty, which is guarantee, and then we have what's called again, reklamasjon. Yeah, reklamasjon is like another type of warranty that is by law. So, but this only applies to Norway. I'm not sure how it works in the other countries. So I'm fortunate that I live in Norway in that way. Yeah. Whoa! What did I hit now? Shit. Okay. But anyway, you know what? You after hearing this, you get the impression that holy shit, you know, this car has lots of faults. Well, that's kind of true, but let's not forget that. Like the Consumer Report also talk about like faults, and then Elon Musk replied that that was faults in earlier models. My Model S came from 2013. It's kind of early, so well, some of the problems still exist, of course, but many of the problems have been solved in the newer models. So don't take my word on this and then assume that if you buy a 2015 or 2016 model, you will get the same problem. So just keep that in mind. All right. Oh yeah, of course. And well, the only repairs that I have to pay myself was some damaged rims. Was actually on the right side of the car. Both rims were damaged. The rear rim had a crack on it, so the air actually escaped out of the tire slowly. So I was a little bit in a rush, so I bought a brand new rim from the Tesla credit I had. I could probably have repaired it because I also discovered in the front wheel, the right front, that one had a dent. So it was probably the same bump I hit into. Yeah, welcome to Norway. And but the rear one was replaced, and I donated the rim to someone. He wanted to have it as a cable holder, something. Yeah, the Millennium Falcon, something. Yeah. So but the front one was repaired, and they had a dent. But I went to this shop and they repaired it within an hour, and it's nice and round and all that. So yeah, it's like brand spanking new. So I should have repaired the first one also, but you see, that was a little cost. So other than that, I haven't really had any big repairs. Oh, actually, I forgot something. Yeah, that I should mention. Add another 4,000 krone, which is windshield. Front windshield has been replaced 2 times, and that is because of Norwegian winter. They put gravel on the road, and then from time to time gravel will hit the front windshield and then it will make a crack, and if the crack is too big, then I have to replace it. So I replaced it 2 times, and both times they are covered by insurance. The real cost is actually 5-6 times more. It's like 12,000 kroner or something, which is at 1,200 euros or dollars, but I only had to pay 2,000, which is $200 euros. Yeah, so that's awesome. So that's unavoidable. I try to stay away from the cars, but you know, they even, like the oncoming car will, you know, throw small rocks at you, so it's kind of hard to avoid. Anyway, the last topic I will talk about is the fate of the Millennium Falcon. What are you gonna do with it? I've been trying to sell it. Well, I haven't tried too much, but I have another idea, which is to rent it out. So there is a site called nabobil.no. You can put up your car there and rent it out. You set your price. For instance, I will probably try to rent it out for 1,000 NOK per year. I mean, not per year, holy shit, are you crazy? Per day, yeah. Or, no, 100 euros. Oh yeah, actually I don't mention dollars because actually if you have a valid driver's license in Europe, you can register on Nabobil. So if you're German, you want to drive the Millennium Falcon, you can register there, and then you can rent for probably like 100 euros or something. I'm not sure how that works, or maybe you have to pay this currency. But anyway, unfortunately, you have to be a European member to rent it. If people from other regions, let's say America or Asia, want to rent it, I guess I could just loan it out something. But I want to do it through Nabobil because they have a pretty nice insurance there, and also they have a good rating system. So you go through that system. That's awesome. Just like Libertas, you know, I want to go use the platform, not just go outside the platform. Even though I do that sometimes, I have some customers that like my service. So yeah. But yeah. So and oh yeah, of course, and I will probably have like a weekly. I don't know, maybe you can also set like a monthly price for renting it out. But you see, I want to try this because if people rent this car, let's say, I calculated that I need to rent it out for 10,000 NOK per month. Yeah, so 10 times, you know, or 2 weeks per month. Then I'll be good. And I can keep the Millennium Falcon. If not, if the interest is low for it, then I have to sell it. There should be a market for selling it, even though, you know, the car is kind of old. Yeah, done lots of mileage. But like I mentioned earlier, the range hasn't lost too much. And as for warranty, well, as long as you buy it in Norway, you still have that the extra warranty by law, you know, the reclamation. So there are people there who wants the Model S, and they are looking for maybe like a used second-hand 60 or something, and maybe they will be tempted to buy freaking 85. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. And that's pretty much it. What I have to talk. It's been a freaking long video. It wasn't gonna be that long, but you see, this is how it goes when I'm not on a Tesla World Conference and I have only 18 minutes to spare, and the presentation is twice as long. But anyway, so I just want to wish you guys Happy New Year. 2016 is going to be freaking awesome. Yeah, because we will have the X-Wing. Well, hopefully we'll have it in 2016, right? Yeah. So I estimate that the X-Wing should arrive around Easter, maybe before Easter. Hopefully we will get it before Easter, because then I will have the opportunity to test it in proper Norwegian winter. So that's what we're hoping for. And by the way, the X-Wing will have, well, from what I heard, it will have signature configuration. It's pretty much a signature with Founders Edition, like brand. You know, it's not gonna have any crazy features like laser cannon in the front and a rocket launcher or something. No. It will be just a regular car. No like super extra feature. Just a signature with some badge. I think that's it. It will just in the display. It will say Founders. If you click on the T in the center to see the VIN and all that, there also be like founders edition something. Maybe there'll be like a badge in the back there, founder. Maybe Elon Musk will sign it or something. Yeah, so I will never wash the car. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. I'm looking forward for 2016. We're gonna do some massive Nimber task and do a review of this awesome car. And then what's gonna happen with this one, I don't know yet. The Falcon, might have to say goodbye to it, or I might be able to keep it. We don't know yet. But yes, Happy New Year, and thank you for watching. So by the way, if you like this form of this weird form of video that I just created, then please give me a feedback. If you don't like it, also give me a feedback, because I might make some other videos while I'm here, as I have lots of time in Thailand. If not, then I will go back to the regular stuff in Norway. So anyway, yes, bye bye.